service to the University of Alabama, or the state of Alabama, or the United States. Our awardee this year is a person who has provided service on all of those levels over his career. And I'm extremely pleased to introduce Rick Lucer, President and COO of the Cirlot Agency, and in 1983 graduate in Public Relations. Rick is our Bert Bank Distinguished Service recipient. And would you please come forward?
I look at the award, the name on it is Richard W. Lucer, Jr. It was 5 days before I got from the time I got the envelope saying I'd gotten this award to when I actually opened it. Because that was the name on the envelope, Richard W. Lucer, Jr., and really nothing from the University of Alabama that's ever been good has come to me. My first piece of mail with that name on it was in 1979, and it was from the Office of Admissions. And it let me know that I had been accepted conditionally under academic probation for the University of Alabama. Somehow, the Office of Admission was not that impressed with the fact that I had straight A's in mixed chorus, ensemble, speech, and PE. They somehow wanted to dwell on the C's and B's I had in math and science. The next piece of mail I got with that name on it was actually my senior year. It was to let me know that I would graduate, which they were as surprised as I was. But only if I paid the $242 in parking fine. The math and science wasn't hanging up with me, and I told a smaller group last night that when I came here I met with Dr. Bruce Roach. He said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "I want to get a degree from the University of Alabama, and is there any way I can do that without taking math?" He said, "The School of Communications doesn't require math," and I said, "Sign me up." I actually have some of that already flowing through my veins in that my parents met as reporters at the Montgomery Advertiser. My dad worked for years at the Tuscaloosa News. My biggest delight in college was to ask them to come over and look at my first couple paragraphs of my term paper. And then I would watch as they would argue over how the sentence structure should be, and then I would eventually go watch Gilligan's Island as they completed the term paper. Which is what wordsmiths are prone to do. It is such an honor to actually have an award that means so much. Bert Bank is, I had somebody at the agency ask me, "Well, who is Bert Bank?" And I said, "He's kind of the Bear Bryant of what we do, especially in Alabama." My grandfather was actually attended to Bert Bank when he was brought to the hospital here in Tuscaloosa. And after he wrote his book, he had a very nice inscription to my grandfather. My father knew Bert Bank, and so it's with a great deal of, I'm very humbled, especially to have an award that's named after someone, and I have to live up to. The Cirlot Agency where I work, my wife Eliza is here, and she and I have worked together for 25 years there. We've been very blessed to be able to tell stories, and tell stories that matter. Actually, most known for the campaign we did for the state of Mississippi, which was just a donation to the state of Mississippi to tell and try to combat some of the stereotypes. And when we sat down to do that, we came up with, what do people think of Mississippi, which is even more humbling when you, first things off your lips are, let's see, that we're uneducated, lazy, we don't wear shoes, the highways aren't paved. It's a long list. Yet the first ad we came out with that went on to go all over the world was, yes, we can read. A few of us can even write. And And in that few of us included from the state of Mississippi were William Faulkner, Eudore Welty, Tennessee Williams, John Grisham. The next ad was, yes, we wear shoes, a few of us even wear cleats. And it was Brett Favre, Walter Payton, Jerry Rice, Eli Manning, Steve McNair. We were able to tell a story and put Mississippi in a different perspective. That campaign is now 6 years old. It's been all over the world. It's gotten over $80 million worth of earned media coverage that didn't cost anything. There's nothing I take more delight in than being a storyteller. When I put my kids to bed, I never read them a story, I told them a story. And to this day, if you put a kid to bed, that's the first thing they say is, tell me a story. And in some way or another, everybody here, every recipient, everybody that's in this school is a storyteller. Some will argue what kind of stories they tell. The journalism folks will argue that they tell stories based in truth. The PR folks will argue that they tell stories based in truth, but it's their truth. And the film folks will just say we tell great stories in pictures and words. And so I am so proud today to be one of those storytellers. I'm so proud to be part of the University of Alabama family. So proud to have grown up here in Northport. Proud that my mother is here today, and I know how proud my father would be to be here today. Thank you all.